Окей. Я думаю, что можно запускать людей уже. Okay, guys. So, hi everyone. Yeah, I think it's already almost everyone from the speaker side here. Some of you other guys are gonna join us later, probably or a bit later. So let me introduce myself first. It's going to be a short introduction, and next I'm going to introduce to you. Oh, and Alexei also join us. So I'm Anton Minkowski. Currently, I'm in Brazil. Right now in Itacaré, it's like a middle of Brazil. And I tried to build not only community, but also like a network of entrepreneurs from different countries, so I can help not only companies from abroad to go to, for example, Brazil or Latin America, but also Latin American startups and companies go to US or Europe or Asia. And the goal of this event is share experience and knowledge, because I know all of you guys, you have already some experience, and some of you is like really successful experience in Emirates in general market. So that's why I bring all of you together, so you can not only share between each other, but also help like early entrepreneurs learn how to reach this market. So that's why I want to start, like, this first session is B2C session. We're going to talk about B2C market and B2C business. And next in 1 hour, it's going to be more about B2B. I'm going to shortly give you like a couple of minutes to just make short introduction of yourself. Probably people will want to know more about you guys. And I don't know, maybe Ekaterina, you can start first, because you was first. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Kate Barodic. I'm leading Drinkit development in UAE. Drinkit is a digital-first coffee shop chain which started in Russia. And what is the difference? Because we use technology to simplify the customer experience. So our mobile app is so easy with mouth-watering videos of the product. So it's very hard to resist and not to just screen.
Sorry.
Екатерина Лодырева.
Sorry, I will mute everyone. Sorry, you can continue.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah. Drinkit in UAE. Now we have just one store in UAE, and we are looking for new premises to expand the chain. In Russia, we have 12 stores, and in Kazakhstan, 1 store. And Drinkit is a part of Dodo Brands Group. Dodo Brands Group has, I think, almost 1,000 stores in 17 countries, and Dodo Pizza is the biggest brand there, which you've probably heard about. I hope so. I think that's it from my side. Thanks, everyone. Looking forward to discuss UAE market with you guys. Passing to the next speaker.
Yeah, thank you, Katerina. Olga, I want to give you a word, please.
Happy to see everyone here. Thanks for coming. I'm really happy being invited. So I'm a co-founder of Glocal, and what do? We help. First, we enhance some Google experience for buyers, so that's how they may find businesses online on their native languages. And as we know, like 60% of the internet made in English, but only 5.5% are like native English speakers. So we're trying to change that with AI and with our own algorithms that helps to optimize websites and made user experience work better. We incorporated with In5 Tech, one of the accelerators here in Dubai. So I'll be happy to share my B2B experience of work here in the market, because we have B2B clients here, and I'll be happy to share also kind of my experience of interpreting here in UAE. So if there's some requests, thanks.
Perfect. Thank you. Anastasia, I want to give you a word.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anastasia Kim. I can show you a short intro because the model, what we are talking about, for example, what we are talked about with Anthony is not only about B2C, but it's in B2B too. I'm co-founder and CEO of We Marketplace. We launched it in Dubai in UAE at last year. And right now we are focusing in two models. First model is 1P and sell from our dark stores or golden stores. Yeah, it's when we are general trader and seller, yeah, in our marketplace. But it's a very small count of SKU in our B2C marketplace. The second model is about 3P model when we work with different sellers, malls, retails, and online stores. And of course, our logistic platform, it looks like Yandex Delivery. Yeah, it's aggregator of different logistic services when we work with Yanga, Karim, Talabat, Tahmil, and so on. It's about 50,000 of riders. And of course, we are building our own logistic platform because in future, we are planning to launch extra services, for example, like feeding or partial redemption for fashion. It's really huge category. So thank you.
Thank you, Anastasia. Yeah, next I want to ask Dima. I know that you're in a car, but maybe you can share something about yourself.
Yeah, hi there. Hi there. Very happy to meet you, everybody.
I think this is
Yeah,
just
my
only
name
one.
is Dima.
Dima.
Yeah. My name is Dima. I'm a CEO of Reputation House. We are based in Dubai for now, but we started our operation in 2019 in Hong Kong. Now we're in Dubai, in the United States. We do online reputation management. It consists of social media listening tools, reactions, and search engine reputation management. We can eliminate negative interviews, make negative reviews, negative videos, photos, and other materials from the internet, and publish a lot of positive things. So your customers will see your image once you want them to see you. That's it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, because we work together, I want to share that you also work with B2C and B2B, right?
Yeah, exactly. B2C, we work with the personas. We do reputation management for persons. And in B2B, with medium and big enterprises who have a lot of data, so we can monitor them all over the internet, all over the social media, including Facebook, including Instagram, Twitter, and so on. Collect this data, analyze, and provide you. And then we provide a solution, what to do with this, what to do with negative, how to spread positive, and change the public opinion about you and your project. That's it.
Perfect, Jim. Thank you. Okay, Artem, I can give you a word, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. Nice to meet you. So my name is Artem, and I'm co-founder of CoLife. We are the property management company, and we work in Dubai, in Istanbul, Moscow, and Singapore is our next country. So now we're operating more than 600 of properties, and we are the biggest co-living company in Moscow.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good statement. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, Arif, I want to give you a word, please. Can you share?
Yes, sure. Hi everyone. Thanks for hello, do you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me here. I'm glad to meet all of you. My name is Arif Gajiv. I'm a business development director and board member at Utrace. Utrace is a software development company. We focused on traceability solutions. I can just give you a brief introduction. What does it mean? Now many countries are implementing mandatory traceability requirements for different types of products like medicines, excise products, and so on. and the company have to report the movements of these goods within their supply chain in the government system. And we help pharmaceutical and FMCG companies to comply with these requirements, with this legislation. So we integrate their system, collect the data, publish it, and develop in the government system, and receive additional, help them to receive additional benefits like analytics of this data and so on. We work with large and medium-sized pharmaceutical and FMCG companies such as Novartis, Bayer, Sanofi, PepsiCo, and now the traceability requirements, they have appeared in GCC countries and also in United Arab Emirates. Now, that's why we are developing here as well. That's it from my side. Thanks, and let's go further.
Thank you, Arif. So, and lastly, but not the, I think, not the last for this session is Nikita. Can you share with us about yourself, please? I cannot hear you. I think your mic is off.
It's why so now is okay?
Yeah, now.
Hi everyone. My name is Nikita Lusenka. I live and work in Dubai. I CEO and founder of two companies. One of these digital marketing agency in Russia is OW Media, and the second its company OW Realty is a real estate agency in Dubai. So I combine two expertise in one. I generate leads for myself, and I have a team like maybe 20 people. So I started this business like 6 months ago, and we already like prepared the application for the market. So we have a release in the next month. So we are just help our clients around the world to buy and the real estate in Dubai, to rent it out, to resell it. So I have, for now, I have only international clients. I don't have Russian clients at all. And I try to develop this company up to 3 or 400 brokers. So this is my goal on this year. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikita. So seems like something happened with Anthony, but he told me before that he has some issues with his internet because he's in Brazil, and that was the reason for him like saying, I'm in Brazil, the internet is bad there. Everybody knows, and I'm like, why it should be bad in Brazil? What is the reason? So, thank you so much, Nikita, for sharing. And I was very, very surprised, as you said, that you have only international customers. I think it's like an amazing experience for all of us to try to figure out how do you achieve that? Because, everybody's struggling getting customers only from abroad coming here, and like international lead generation. And here, I think Leo Dovbenko, he messaged me that he will join the next session about B2B, because when I invited him, he said that like I thought that he's like B2C with a yellow market, and today I like ordered some food from him, like Russian blini. And I go, okay, like the only place, because I'm not Russian, and I go, okay, Russian food where I can order that in a yellow market. But in your case, like everyone is like a foreigners, and even Leo, he's targeting like Russian companies to come here in Dubai, and maybe on the next session he'll like figure out how to expand, because a lot of companies wants to come to Dubai and wants to like generate leads globally. It's like a huge challenge. Thanks for sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Anthony.
So what's that?
Oh yes.
Yeah. I come back. Sorry, guys. Sometimes the internet here is not good, but I hope everything's gonna be all right. So basically, my first question, usually, which I ask, why you guys choose this market? Why you choose to go to Emirates, not to, I don't know, Saudi Arabia or Egypt? Like, if we're talking about MENA region in general, basically, because it's so many options, and usually people choose like US or Europe. But in our case, it's a bit different. But
Hello.
Hello,
What
Brazil.
Specifically your business and the best for side to go there. If someone want to start first.
Who heard Anthony? Because
Nobody.
I lost. Like
I think I caught his main point. He is asking why you picked up Dubai, why you picked up Emirates to start your business here.
okay. So who's ready to start?
Well, actually, I can start if no one's mind. So basically, for us, for the brands, why we picked up Dubai as the focusing market for the next few years. So basically, our business is not just a B2C business; it's also a franchising business. And for us, being in Dubai, it's like make a window to the whole world now. Because firstly, Dubai is a very accessible market. I mean, it's just easy to come there to see the stores, to see how the chain operates. Because for some countries, it's hard to get to London, to the UK. For some countries, it's even harder now to get to Russia. So we need some place where people can see what does it mean, drink it, what does it mean, Dodo Pizza, if they want to join to franchise chain. And also, Dubai market is a very challenging market, but if you win here, it will give you a lot of opportunities in the future. So what do I mean here? There are many nationalities in Dubai. So basically, if your business succeed with this mixture of 100 nationalities, it's very, very possible that you will succeed with some adjustments on other markets. So basically, if you can reach your audience here, expats, most of them are expats. I think 85% of all the people who live here, they are expats. So that means that they're choosing you here, and that means that very possible that people in their country, this country will choose you, your brand, if you will go there. So two reasons. Main reason, accessible market, just physically you can come there and see the chain and see what does it mean. And second, it's a very good challenge to convince, to find your customers, to adjust your product to such a multinational audience. Yeah, I think that what was the reason for us. Ola, don't you mind if I will pass to you?
Yeah, and I want to add something, Ekaterina. I have a friend, his name is Mohammed Haldi, and he's Palestine guy. And he loves to share how much he loves food from Palestine. Oh my God, the best food. And his favorite pizza is a Dodo pizza. Every
wow.
time. Yes. Each time when he's visiting that place, he's taking the pictures and saying, delightful, the best pizza in Dubai that I ever tried. So
I'm so happy to hear.
Yeah, and we're trying to boost all our local friends to go to Dodo Pizza. And my next goal is to replace Pizza Hut in our accelerator to Dodo Pizza entirely. It a little bit tricky, but I think I will manage that in a close time because everybody's tired.
Thank you so much.
From that Pizza Hut with that fat bread there, so not so nice. To add on my side, why we're choosing Dubai, because we're digital business, and with the passports from Russia, we have not too many options where to go, and in CIS region, not too many capitals of a digital brands that happening. For sure, Russia was a huge country, and even Miro company came from there. A lot of huge giants like Simrush also came from Russia. But when you cannot do business in Russia, where should you go? US or UAE or Europe? But all that variants are tricky in case of sanctions. But in case of Dubai, was a good price to open the company. To open the company with accelerator in 5 costed for us only $4,000. So that in case of UAE, it's very, very cheap. It's operational company that gives an option to connect Stripe, get grants, operate all around the world, accept payments from other countries, even from Europe, US. We already tried that and it works. and get like a good bank account, for now we're using Rio Bank. And being Dubai, we also using benefits of UAE, because UAE loves to share their startups and loves to say like, see, we are capital of the new startup like home. As a Silicon Valley 20 years ago, as a Silicon Valley 10 years ago, before that got spoiled, for example, but nobody knows what's spoiled there. But they love to tell that here's a home for startups, and they have a lot of acceleration programs and support from the government. So that was also one of the reasons why we are starting here. First is a price. Second, it's like lack of sanctions because it's a friendly country. Third thing is that opportunities here from the governmental support, and like, you know, it's kind of a gate to other markets for us as well. So thanks for giving me time to say. But I think that we may jump to Anastasia, because she's really close to the marketplaces and that a little bit different aspect of the business, and maybe related with Katrina's experience as like real sector of the business.
Yeah, thank you so much, Oda. I will share with you a few slides because I like analytics and numbers and unit economics. Yeah, and the first reason why we came to this market, it's the opportunities of this market. Yeah, it's not so huge. It's only $12 billion in 2021. Yeah, if we're talking about only e-commerce segment. But just look in this scheme. Only 5% and 5% go in UAE market for express and some kind of predictable delivery. Yeah, it's something like makeup, pharmacy, grocery. Yeah, Leo will speak with you in the second part. Yes, and that's with what they started. Yeah, and if we're talking about UAE market right now, we seeing one huge problem that people who order something in Amazon, in Noon, or another local platforms can take their orders only in 1 or 5 days. And if in Moscow 3 years ago, too many customers can use 1 hour slot delivery, 2 hour slots delivery, here you can do it. Yeah, and it is about service. That's why it was the start of our coming and scaling in this market. Yeah, but then if we're talking about the demographics, Ekaterina said about it that it's a really multinational country. Yeah, and if you can work with this market, you can go to every market. Yeah, like Pakistan, India, Egypt, and so on. Yeah, because it's about B2C segments of customers. And for us, we are talking about few huge segments like planners. It's people who want to know exactly what will be the delivery time. It's most of entrepreneurs, yeah, and businessmen, because the time is money and our life. It's shopaholics and hedonists. It's about emotional buyings, yeah. It can be ethnic groups, tourists, and huge segment fashion, as I said before, because fashion is in this market right now is about $4 billion. It's about more than 30% of all e-commerce market. Yeah, and it's a huge segment. So the second reason was the problems and demands of customers here. And we saw that too many customers are unsatisfied. Yeah, and that's why we can take it with our unique value proposition with the help of 1 hour delivery in all Dubai. Slot delivery, it will be second step, and delivery by click, what we did in Yandex Market, it will be the scaling of logistic model. And then we will add extra services like streaming, like feeding, and so on. The third reason is our background of our team, because we did it in the Russian market. Yeah, and right now we do the same in this market, because if you're talking about e-commerce, it's for 3 or 5 years later than in Russia. Yeah, and the trends, all what we did in Russia, for example, 3 years ago. Right now, we see it in trends here in the UAE market. Yeah, you know about the service, you know about the developing of e-commerce, for example. And the third is mission of our team, because for us, it's most important to saving of lifetime. Yeah. First of all, it's about our employees who can make the best solutions and services what we want to create. The second are our partners. It's our sellers, our logistic partners, and of course, our customers. So this is the three main reasons why we came to this market.
So on your side, there was more approach with a pure digits and understanding like where we are going and what we should expect there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, I think maybe Nikita has a little bit different opinion. He came not because of audience that located inside of UAE, but about something else. So.
Okay, my story is a little bit much simpler than that. I work with Dubai clients before this all happened in Russia, and I have a clients in real estate, so I generate the leads from my team from Russia, and then I just decided to start my own business in before this September. So, for example, at 19 September, I don't even know that I'm 20 on the 25th of September. I'm going to Dubai, so it was like this. And after that, when I just come to Dubai, I launched my company on the 7th of December. I just started, and on the 14th February, I already have like about 20 people. And because I found the problem in Dubai that everybody have a lot of brokers, but there's no leads, or leads is very bad. So I have an opposite situation. I just like continue to sell it. Even now, today, I just keep going, sell the leads, the two different big companies in Dubai, and I generate it for myself. And this has helped me to survive. And you know what, the international clients from UK, USA, Slovakia, whatever, India, Pakistan, it's like a little bit harder to close the deals because if compared with the Russian situation now, the Russian just spend the money like this. They don't care. They like buy it. We have several clients from Russia. That even don't like never been here, but they buy it remotely. But if we take for example, in European buyers, they just very like how say they can't account money. So they just like searching, they count, they like want to know about more the project. So it's like a little bit harder than Russians. So, but for now we just maybe like in August I will I'll buy it like the publishing the Gulf News and the Halil Time. And we represent our application because I have like back office of developers, rewriter, copywriter, marketers, and the big team. So now we just represent our real estate app that helps to find, match, and buy real estate, residential real estate in Dubai. So this is my main goal for the end of this year. And that's what I want to do.
Wow. You know, your story is really similar to my story in case of coming in Dubai. But first I came to UAE, and then I understood that to survive here, I need to start to do something. This is when I came just after the war started. I came here, and that's how my entrepreneurial, like serious entrepreneurial journey started, without backup from the countryside or something. So like purely on the new place. But if we will go to Artem, I know that like you and Co is your co-living, right?
It's not my co-living. It's my colleagues, but it's not my co-living. My co-living is co-life. Co is, yeah, I know them for sure.
Okay, that I had a little bit how to say another information about your side of the business, but can you tell me about those one that you have now? Because I wanted to share my story that I have a lot of friends who lives in UNCO, and they're completely happy with their experience. Because for employees having there, it's like a paradise. There are only young people. They are happy. There is a swimming pool. In case of entrepreneurs, it's like it's a nightmare. There is nothing happening for me because it's somewhere in a production city, like very, very far from the and an infrastructure. So what is your current experience of being in Dubai, and why are you choose that country to start business here?
So yeah, Dubai was the first city after Moscow we enter. Because now we work in several cities, but Dubai was the first, and we thought about international expansion for a long time, and we wanted to start in 2020, but pandemic stops our plans, and only in the end of 2021 we come back to this idea, and we were so for choose, and we have 8 options of different cities to enter. Yeah, and it's all the big cities in Europe, in Asia, and in the Middle East. So, and we make some ranking. For example, for my business, it's very important. It's some important metrics that I'm looking for. For example, it should be high rent in the city. It shouldn't be too competitive market, and it should be a lot of expats, because expats is my client. So we make an Excel sheet with key metrics that interesting for us, and cities on the different side of and different, and rank every city and just summarize the scores, and Dubai won. So that's how we choose to come to Dubai. And now we know that it was really good decision, because second city was Berlin, and I think Berlin is not a good option for now for Russians. So that's how we choose country. Now, when we're choosing next countries, we're making more, deep analysis with cost devs, a lot of analytics. But the first city we choose just with Excel sheet.
So, what do you think, according to lead generation, to compare with your experience with Nikita, because he's targeting people all abroad to come here, but in your case, as I understood, it's partly those who's already arrived, and they're like being an expats are looking for.
Sure. Yeah. So about lead generation, it was strange situation when we have just started, because I relocate to Dubai in 4th of February 2022. 20 days before Ukrainian crisis. So And we thought we will sell for Europeans, for a lot of nationalities. But after Ukrainian after 24th of February, we have so much Russian clients that for a long time we didn't need to advertise for any nations but Russians, you know. So now, yeah, it's changing, and now we have 50% it's Russian language persons, and 50% of a lot of different nationalities from Vietnam, from Europe and USA, and yeah, you know, Dubai is super international city. Yeah.
This is actually what I found when I was walking home. When it was spring, it was still available to walk home. Not
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I saw on a border that was that type of flyer that usually presented in Russia with like renting a house, renting like a credits, everything like that, and there was a renting of scooters. So that was Cyrillic, and I understood like which audience they are targeting exactly.
Yeah, I saw exactly these flyers in Dubai Marina. I know.
Yeah. That was that area, Marina Towers area. Yeah. So this is how like we may understand who's selling what in which areas, and it's probably very close to Katerina's experience because she's targeting to some specific audiences, and I think that for her is not a target like having a pizzeria somewhere in a traditional Indian areas in a Dubai the very first time, because it's very risky, because they have their own as I assume their own kitchen. It's very hard to compete to them. But those who like prefer like European food, maybe they can be. Am I wrong, Katerina? If am I, you may fix my words.
Mm-hmm. I think it's important to split the market into two, let's say, big segments. The first one, when we talk about quick service restaurants, when we talk about the chains, when we talk about the concepts, for example, which you can have like in Dubai, like 100 stores or like 30, 100. Or we can have independent, really good cuisine. It could be specified for the audience. It could be tailored to the ambiance, the area where it's located. For example, like if it's posh area, it could be tailored to the posh audience. So I think it's important to split it. And if we talk about some chains, here you can't be really tailored to some specific audience, to some specific nationality, to some specific culture, because it should be something which could be scaled in different countries. So, for example, if you're building your menu, for example, let's talk about Starbucks. Starbucks is pretty much similar in any country. Yes, it's tailored a little bit to each country with maybe food, maybe with a couple of drinks, but the core is the same. So I think when you launching your store and you are the chain, you have to be sure that you will survive anywhere in Indian streets or in somewhere in the touristic places. So you have to be confident in different areas because you're mass market. And if we talk about some specific restaurants, of course, you need to be very clever and smart. If you're launching one restaurant with fine dining, you need to explore the audience, the area, like the habits, patterns of the people who are living nearby. So you have to be very clever here. So coming back to your question, how to pick up the location. Yep. It depends on who you are in the market. And anyway, I think some key basic things like visibility, traffic are important, but it depends who you are in the market.
Understood. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Katerina.
Thank you. Yeah,
Anthony,
I'm coming
yeah.
back. I hope you can hear me now. I'm switched to place, and I think now it's going to be easier, and you can hear me. So I was almost listening every what you told, and like my main question is going to be about like most people who I know when I say talking about Emirates markets, they know that it's like really small market because it's really hard to approach Indians and like Arab like natives, and it's most of them they focus on expats. So I'm gonna start with some people who we don't really listen yet. Maybe Arif, you can share some thoughts about how you approach local market and like who's your target audience.
Okay, actually, we have B2B sales, and we are not choosing the market because we are waiting for new regulatory requirements. If we see these regulatory requirements, it means that we will have the market. Of course, now we can compare MENA itself, not even MENA, we can compare GCC countries between each other, and we see that Emirates is very, very different because of its multicultural and so on. But within each market, we see that it is important when you are going to enter this market, especially when you're a B2B company, it's important to have local partnership who can bring you to this market. And without such kind of partners who knows Arabic language, for example, if you are approaching local companies, sales are not really possible. The sales may be good within you, among your own, you know, when people with the same culture, the same language buy product from each other. And for example, in Dubai, in our industry where we work, a lot of customers has top management from India. And of course, it's completely changes the strategy of interaction with such companies. So we actually in Dubai, we don't see the specifics, any specifics. We see, like everybody says, multicultural thing. And if you are a B2B company and you cannot, didn't have a chance to work with, for example, with Indian market, and you don't understand these specifics for some sales, maybe too hard. Yeah. So from B2C, maybe, yes, it gives you opportunity to try before you go somewhere. You can try different to sell with different nationalities, to check the culture and so on. But in B2B, it's opposite side. So you need to be, you need to know how to work with the specific culture, with the specific people, and then you understand the demand of your customers, their attitude, and so on. And so you can build your sales in the correct direction. So that's what like an insight for us working in Dubai.
I think that Dima, as a public relations builder, can share some information with us about his experience. So
yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Olga. Yeah, I'm very happy to hear a lot of experience of my colleagues here in the market. Yeah, probably my personal opinion, the Dubai market is pretty tough, especially for red passports, for Russian passports. I will tell you two stories. Number one will be about our approach. In Russia, we do business around 13 years for now. And in reputation management, we are number one. The company name is Sidori Lab. And when we arrived to Dubai, we thought that people do care about their reputation, about their reviews and so on. But we have mistaken, honestly. In Dubai, especially locals, Emirati, they don't care about their reputation in the internet. It doesn't matter for real estate agencies, what do people say about them in Google, in Facebook, and so on. The same picture in auto, the same picture in CMG, and so on. We did the research 2 months ago about the real estate companies, about the developers, about the Demark, Soba, about the Nahil, and so on. And we found out that it is the worst situation I ever seen in the Western market before. So they have a lot of problems, huge problems on the first pages about their brand and about their products, and they don't care about it. So it looks like a Russia maybe 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. So it's incredible to have current situation in 2023, honestly. Number two, one of the biggest mistakes in our business, which we did a year ago when we just entered, it was to start working with Russians. It was one of the biggest mistakes which we did in the 2022. Dubai is overflooded of different info businessmen, about people who do the weird things in their business, and it's almost impossible to build very strong relationship with arrived Russians 1 year ago or something like that. Half a year ago, we decided to stop this. We decided to work only with some expats, to work only with those who are not visit meetups and conferences which are not about the Russian Emirates and so on. And we succeed. One, study your market first. It's not it's not a gold mining here in Dubai. The market is pretty tough, and be prepared for it. And number two, don't work with Russians. This is two issues. Thank you.
Oh, looks like Anthony has still slow connection.
No, I'm still here. It's just like I'm worried that might be some break in my connection. So, but I heard everything what Dima said. It's good. Okay. So maybe other guys, can you share some mistakes which you did while you start your business in Dubai? What was the worst part? And maybe other people will not get the same mistakes.
So, Anthony, can I take?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm Arshad, Muhammad Arshad. So I started my company around 1 year, 2 months back. It was into data science and AI consulting company. So my thing, I was doing few projects. I was actually my background is I have around 17 years of work experience as a data scientist. And I have worked in companies like Accenture, Hewlett Packard, and here I came, I was working for Majid Al Futtaim, and I thought there is a lot of opportunity for correct data consulting. AI is a buzzword, but we all know data science is the core for many companies, how they can use the power of data to do decision making. So I tried approaching a lot of companies for consulting. The only issues were no one was they were hesitant to share to get an external consultant, which is not Big Four. When I say Big Four, the McKinseys and the PwCs of the world. So I was not able to get projects for many of the, you can say, big companies who are data rich, because see, the problem with SMBs and startups, they have very less data. The companies whom I was trying to target was startups, not startups, the companies like who have data, who are like the Majid Al Futtaims, the Nakhils, the companies who have, and they were not, first of all, they were hesitant to share the data with a small company like mine. And so that was some of the challenges where I shift my focus to startups, SMBs and startups, where I could do some non-data science projects, like something like building you can say a customized chatbot for them. This is before ChatGPT time, or doing some image recognition, OCR type of projects, wherein building apps or projects that can help them in solving their work that they are doing in an easier manner. So I changed. This was there was a lot of shift in the focus, and also there was a big need, and I also had a passion for academy, teaching people these skills, because businesses who are doing who want to get data projects, who want to do, they should have the knowledge about this, they should appreciate the data skills, and that was a thing that was missing in many companies. So I also when I was working in Accenture, I was the part of Accenture learning team. So I used to give a lot of trainings for what are the basic things about data science and AI, and which I was doing as a side hustle, and I felt that is doing much better. And then I shifted my focus into going for AI data science consulting projects towards academy and community building, to creating an ecosystem of small companies who want to use AI, people who want to use AI. So in the last 1 year, 2 months, I just wanted to say I tried a lot of things, but to be in Dubai, you have to survive, you have to make money. So the business plan changed very quickly, and adapting to that, and learning by the way, meeting people. So learning from them. So I met Olga last week also as well, and this is the way we are learning, we are building something, and now the focus is to have a community, and that is the way forward that I feel what our business is going to do in the next 1 or 2 years.
Perfect. Thank you, Mohammed. It sounds like you are like a Russian already, because we do the same. We always stress and try to find the best way. Thank you. Anastasia, I see your hand, so I'm gonna share with you.
Yeah, Anthony, you asked to share with guys about mistakes when we came to this market. And last time I said that one of our power is our background of our team, yeah, from different e-commerce companies, from Yandex, Pepsi, Ozon, and so on. But it was a mistake to think that customers in UAE market are the same. Yeah, in marketing, how we advertise our deals, it's about customers' journey. Yeah, and that's why we had this kind of mistake in the start, when we thought that we know our customers, but we didn't. Because, for example, people from India, from Pakistan, from Arabian Emirates, from Saudi, yeah, they are different, and we needed to take too many researchers, yeah, and we do it in same day too, yeah, because it's different gems, it's different actions of ethnic groups, yeah, and that's why every time when we want to launch one more functionality or new service, we go into the fields and make cast devs, yeah, and testing different hypotheses. And if some guys want to know about their successful model, for us, it is Hadi. I think most of you know about it, yeah. It's when you have, first of all, hypothesis, then you test it, yeah, in small resource. Then you take data, then you make insights, yeah, and do it again. So before you will have success in this kind of stream. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Who else has mistakes and like learning experience by mistake in Emirates market? Maybe who can share with us something?
Maybe I have. Oh, Mohammed, you have.
Mohammed.
We're just saying hi. No, just hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Actually, my name is Mohammed Al-Sharabi. I have IT company. I'm making software here in Dubai. I have like 2 years doing softwares. Actually, I stuck with the local guy as he entered with me like a partnership to make with him like software, games, e-commerce softwares. Also, he brings from Korea B2E, play to earn games for crypto. And I worked with him without take any commission, without anything, just like a percentage. And even he was like a good talking and very nice. He is very old, 72 years. And in the end, I discovered he cheated me. He is not serious in the working. After I finished all the work, his part was just for marketing, to pay for marketing like 200,000, 300,000. But in the end, after 2 years of working with him, he say, no, I don't want anything. So if you want to work in the Middle East, you have to not to work in shares. Plus, the court here is very expensive. If you sign a contract or not, it will make you double lose. So everyone who wants to work here, he should be careful and take in front, not take later or in promising, regard what is your relation with the guy. This is what I want to share with everyone actually, because this is repeated many and many times. And my lose with him around 150,000 as a basic. Like this is like a basic lose. If I want to calculate it as a software, it would cost him like $500,000.
Oh, okay. Now I understood. Now it's.
Yeah. So if you want to work, don't work in shares or any promises. Even if you have a contract, the contract will not help you because we have a first degree of court, second degree, third degree, fourth degree. And then the judge will give you maybe 20%, 30% if he give you. And it's take like 2 years, 3 years. He can also close the company if it's LLC company. So you will not get anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's looks like we should be very, very careful in
So
work
if you
relationships.
want to work, just take in advance. Take around 50% to 70% in advance.
Thanks so much for sharing your experience.
Welcome.
On my side, oh yes, sorry.
Yes, I just want to tell you the same. Never work without the prepayment or the payment in advance. Yes, because I was working in Kempinski. I was like CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, 3 months. So I just built up the CRM system, the lead generation, and I say bye-bye them after 4 months. Because, yes, this is like UAE. You have to, because nobody, like, for example, in the Moscow, if you don't pay someone, they can kick you. Like, you understand me? Like, they can fight you or whatever. They can wait you on out of the street. But here, it's not impossible. They can all decide this question like this way in the city, in this city, and that's why a lot of nationalities can like betray you. You know, don't pay you or whatever. I don't know. Don't pay or even like they give you a 10% of these of the work, you know, and so there's not. And I remember this sentence: no, nothing can be cheaper than it's done work. You know, when the work is done, it's nothing can be cheaper than done work. And nobody can pay you, so ask all the time. Ask the money in advance, 50%, 60%, even the 100%. And make a contract, make arrangement. Just see that the everything is signed, the stamp is original. So be aware if somebody cheat you. Thank you.
Well, dear Zoom user, you didn't tell what is your name to make us, to be grateful.
Me? It's Nick.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, just I'm out to the street, so I reconnected to another Zoom. So my name is Nikita. You remember me? I was in the Lysenko, the OW Realty.
Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Mohammed.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Because your voice is like very similar. So
I'm out. I was out of the office. That's why I'm not switching on the camera. So yes, this was my big mistake. So they don't. Once nobody paid me for my work. The second was I hired the Russian brokers, like about 10, 15 people, and I start to share the international leads between them. And there was my big mistake because the UK leads, USA leads never close the Russian girl Natasha or Russian guy Ivan. When they heard the name or the last name, So there's three big mistakes. The first one is the nationality, because of the war, the politician situation now. Because if you pay the money for the Russian, that means you support the war. The second is the cultural misunderstandings, and the third one is language barrier. If you have to speak like very fluently with UK leads or whatever, Sweden or I don't know, Germany leads. So every time when you give the leads to the broker, you should be aware that they should be, the broker and the client should be on the same wave. That's so I lose a lot of money because leads cost money, and I start to reshuffle it between the new brokers when I started hiring the new brokers from Iran, Lebanon, Syria, India. So the closing rates, I call it closing rates, it's get much better, go up, So that's my story.
Wow. So that's huge difference in a kind of human backgrounds. Because sometimes when I'm visiting here different like offices, companies, they say, oh, we love Russians. But in your case, when you're targeting leads from abroad here and you sell them not related anything to your background, it's important to show up that you're not connected to Russia at all. So, which is like a crucial scenario in case if they will understand that it's.
Yes, but for example, the client from UK never tell you this, that they just disappear. You send them something and they disappear. Nothing, like they don't respond, nothing. So that's why I start to like reboot my company, to hiring the international brokers. So now I just hiring every day, and you should here the brokers is like how you say it in English, when there's the broker is every time like a water, is like a liquid. Today is here, tomorrow is somewhere else, and every day like this.
Volatile.
Well, yeah, maybe, yeah.
I probably ask Leonardo or George to ask, because they're from Brazilian side and they might have some questions regarding to Emirate market. Because I know Leonardo, really good salesperson in Brazil. Maybe you can ask some specific questions regarding to sales in general.
Hi guys, hi George, hi Anthony, hi Olga, everybody, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Leo, Brazil.
If you also have some experience.
Was it cutting? Okay.
No, it's Anthony. Your connection failed for a second.
Yeah. Itacaré connection. So, nice to meet you guys. Brazilian market here. One thing I was looking for. My company has my company and my family's company also has exportation and importation of products, right? And I wanted to know what is how easy it is to import from China to Emirates. Is there any barriers there of importation, or is it like does it have support in order to bring products from China to Emirates from the government? I mean, anybody knows how to?
No problem, actually, because we have area free zone called Jebel Ali. Jebel Ali, this is like the first station from China to the world. So when you are talking about Emirates, you have to remember this is area, Jebel Ali. Jebel Ali, all the ship come to Jebel Ali and all the products downloaded there. And from there, you can take it to any place in the world.
Nice. Thanks, Mohammed. Because I know that there are some people from Yala Marketplace and We Marketplace, right? And both of them I have super interest in talking to and knowing more about you guys, because I have experience with a very niche product and totally in an idea of building up a marketplace in Emirates to get this product from China to there with what you guys already know how to do. So it's a pleasure to be here. I'll be putting more questions on, thinking more, and then I'll come back to you guys.
Thank you, Leonardo.
Oh, you're from We Marketplace. I just saw it. Hi, Anastasia.
Hi.
Oh, guys, here is Leo just joined. He is from Yalla Hub. And since we start our session about B2B, so, and before that, Leo, I'll give some short introduction what we spoke about, and maybe you have something interesting to share with us according to your experiences, why you choosing UAE to start a company here, and what is like difficult things happening here with you on the market doing your B2B experience now, because as we know, you're like one of the most famous entrepreneurs here, like everybody's speaking, at least in our accelerator, about your success and how like effective you are as an entrepreneur. So I think that many of us will be happy to hear from you, like from the person, about your journey here.
Yeah, so I think it's too early to name it success. So in Dubai, you know, you don't have to be relaxed in Dubai, you know, otherwise the city will fuck you. So that's our our mood. Yes. So I came to Dubai 5 years back already. So we will celebrate 5th anniversary of the first company here in September. It's B2B SaaS. So we were like, it's my original field. I am founder of maybe 15 companies in the field which automates restaurants. So we provide different IT solutions for hospitality industry, restaurants, cafes, food delivery services, and so on and so far. And with this business, we came here 5 years back. And yeah, it's like pure B2B SaaS business, but with very, 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 very field sales. So I mean, before COVID, you know, even Zoom hasn't worked here. So, you know, and like when you are selling something to restaurant owners, it's very, you know, special industry, very offline, very keen to, you know, to drink tea before making deal and to drink tea 5 times, sometimes 10 times before drinking deal. So it's, you know, very, very manual and very, very offline business. So quite fast we found the way to generate traffic and convert it into deals. And like, I don't know. So what should I tell you right now? So first insight was, you know, to have in sales team person from each nationality. So, you know, one Russian, one from Philippines, one from Egypt, one from Pakistan, 2 from India, because Indians are not same. And, you know, because depends on who is from other side, you are sending same guy. Because when you are selling sophisticated ERP, which was our product, you know, you must speak native language. It's impossible to sell something sophisticated speaking on very bad English. You know, obviously your sales guy speaking bad English, from other side someone speaking bad English, so impossible. So only native language sales happens. Yeah, and that was actually main insight once we caught it. So everything went fine. So right now, this company is one of the market leaders in this segment. We are like from different numbers, sometimes a second, sometimes third company in the market in this segment. Yeah, so that's how it is. That's how I came to Dubai. And then 2 years back, I fell in love with the idea of super fast growth delivery and started Yalla Market.
So, but Yalla Market is a B2C product, and we spoke with you before about your B2B side, about Yalla Hub. So there's some
So I'm you know, I'm very B2B guy, and so Yalla but despite the fact that my first job was a waiter, I was owner of 5 restaurants, and restaurants, you know, it's classic B2C business. So despite that, I am anyway B2B guy, because even in restaurants, I was mostly responsible for B2B side of the business always. My partners was doing B2C part. So yeah, Yalla Market is pure B2C thing. But again, I had co-founders who responsible for B2C part. So my task was mainly fundraising, suppliers, collaborations, and all this B2B side. Yeah, so interesting fact about our company. So it's fundraising maybe journey. We did more than 1,400 meetings. After this number, I stopped calculating it. Have raised like $14 million from 230 investors or something. And it's like pure B2B process. Yeah, and then last year, at the end of last year, we switched from Yellow Market to Yellow Hub as main business part, which is B2B2C model. So we help sellers and brands to enter the region and to get listed to all sales channels in this part of the world. So obviously, at the end of the journey, there is end user who buys something, but our business is B2B, and I'm happy because this is my key. I understand how to manage it, so on and so far. Yeah, so all our approach and focus right now on B2B side of the business. Maybe even we will shut down B2C part once upon a time.
Okay, interesting. So there is one question from Sergey in the comments. And he's like messaged me many times again, like when that question will be highlighted. So I think this is the right moment, guys.
But I don't see chat, so could you read it?
Yeah, sure. I'll read that question. So he says that there is a high percentage of the unprofitable companies in UAE, and 80% of small businesses do not renew their trade licenses in the following year. So that means like 80 businesses are dying. So each year, businesses come to create small, like new ideas, replacing those that just has died in the previous year. And this is like a circle, repeats year after year. And the question from Sergey is, do speakers take this into account in their calculations of LTV when working with the small and medium-sized businesses?
I can comment. So I feel, yeah. So Dubai subscription has huge churn rate, obviously. So very bad SaaS. If company is not renewing the licenses, it's very bad SaaS. Second, I believe it's not fair statistics because maybe 80% of the businesses in Dubai are created to issue the visa or to keep the money. So it's not real business. It's just family office. So it's not business purpose at all. So it's wrong to compare it. Yeah, obviously death rate is huge here, but not 80% once again, because I know, so we manage small and medium enterprise. So from our perspective in the restaurant field, like maybe churn rate because of restaurants are closing, maybe, 3, 4, 5% per year. So it's not so huge. It's quite affordable and maybe even less than in Russia and in other countries. So yeah, my experience with SMB tells me that like it's a bit wrong statistics.
Yeah, Olga, maybe you're talking about maybe the question is more around to non-electric, like non-physical product, more digital product in a concept of termination, or is it like any small business? Because if it is digital, I can see it happening, but I don't think like product business would happen. I don't know if I understand the question.
I think the question is about just in a general all SMEs, because the specific here is pretty easy to open a company, and you're not paying any like fees during some period, like a 1 year, but you're not, because you're not paying for like each sale. You're paying just to renewing your license. And for some companies, in case of In5, it's pretty cheap. We pay only 1,000 dirhams first year, second year is at 2,000 dirhams. For sure, for the background side, we pay for renting of the office. We cannot renew our visa without extending our office space, but still it's much cheaper than in other prisons. And for example, you was working, you spent all your money for operations like as we say here, jump of dead cat when you're trying to reach last clients to renew your visa to get some money. And then you have like a bill about $5,000 to pay to renew your license. For sure, some businesses cannot do that and they have no reason for that. I have a friend and it confirms words of Leo about like issuing companies for what? and he had like there was kind of recruiting company. They tried to reach Saudi with a UAE company. They had some success on their journey, but at the end they finished their relationships with a partner, and as a result, for my friend was a problem because to renew their license and to extend his visas, at least to keep being in the company and try again because business was not profitable, he had to pay around $8,000. So like it doesn't cost for visa, it's not worth it. And for him, it was a challenge because business failed, and no matter actually which field of that. And I think, people just opening companies and even renewing them mostly because of visas, because it's like the startups are dying really quick, and that can happen. I think that I answered your question, Leo. And
Yes.
I have also.
I think we give a word Anastasia. She raised her hand.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony. I agree here with Leo and guys, because Dubai historical was a hub, for opening different companies and make different transaction, because most of businesses come here to open a bank account, and they don't live here and have some physical offices and employees here. If we're talking about e-commerce, for example, from last year, I spoke with about, I think, 100 of different sellers, but only 10 or 15 of them came to this market. Most of guys who wanted to launch their businesses here just turn around and say, oh, okay, it's too difficult, because market is not so huge. But it have their specialty. But if we compare UAE market between Saudi market, of course, UAE market is much easier. Because when we go to Saudi this year, we were surprised when we understand that to open a standalone company, without some kind of local partners, it will become about $8 million to open company. And if you will take some kind of local partner, you can put it in 1 million reals. So they promote their business, they promote their local Saudi guys, and this is very correct, because they grow their country. But it is their, I think, the line why in Saudi these kind of types of businesses will not go, who want just to open something, just test, and then turn around. So, and if you want to scale in main market, of course, you need to base here and go strategically in Saudi too. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's better to go to Saudi. It's better to start from Saudi, because
to start, yes,
yes, it's because but the market is bigger. It's more, monolith. The customers are predictable. So I think yes.
In the first region, yes,
Great
but when
information.
you go to the details, you understand that this market is not prepared, for easy start there. There are too many difficulties, and questions what you need to solve there.
You're right. But you see how it is developing. If we take Saudi 5 years ago and now, we see a completely different difference. Especially, that's noticeable in terms of tourism potential and so on. You can see now Saudi Arabia has a tourism development strategy, and that was nonsense a few years ago. So we are looking for Saudi like second Dubai.
I think it's about 5 years ago when Saudi will come to Dubai in e-commerce. I don't talking about another segments, but if we're talking about e-commerce, logistic, it's right now in this temp.
Thank you. I see Josh has a hand, but I first want to ask Artyom, because I know that you have like short time. Maybe you want to share something with us. If you listen, it's fine. I can move on.
You're muted.
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, I'm listening. I'm just listening because it's now it's a B2B section and I'm in B2C. It's interesting conversation. So yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
Saudi. Yeah, Saudi is really interesting market for us too, and we are looking for it. But yeah, and I remind you, we are in a property management. In a property management. So we're waiting. They legalize alcohol, and then and yeah, and it will be a sign for us that we can enter this market, and yeah, because they become more,
malleable,
liberal, yeah, more liberal, and yeah. So that's what we're waiting for.
Cool, thank you. You remind me that it should be realistic here as well, because they told me that it's gonna be. Are you here?
Yeah, there's gonna be. It's a lot of places that await for alcohol legalizing. It's a lot of places, so I think maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, and that will happen.
Oh, thank you. George, can you share with us your question, please? I see you raised.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. I don't have my camera connected now, but I had a question. It's already connected to something that was talked a while ago, but I saw that Arif was mentioning cultural differences. And I got curious, did you find, and this question is for all of you, did you find yourself changing the way that you either market or sell, like your methods? Did you find yourself changing radically that because of the cultural differences, or changing your strategy? Did that happen to you?
I think yes, and I think that it's common to everyone. If you're starting to sell a new country, the project, your existing project, you should take into account the cultural aspect. Of course, for MENA region, it's also very important. But MENA, MENA is a lot of countries, a lot of different countries. But Saudi is one point, Dubai is another, Emirates another point. There was actually a very good comment regarding the myths and templates in our heads connected to the Emirates. Yes, because apparently they are provoked by everywhere is in luxury. So you may think that, and we thought that was our mistake, that Emirates market is less price sensitive. And but companies know how to count money, especially when we're talking about local companies, and they count money much better than we can expect. And it's hard to sell with low attention to the price component. From the other side, we see very strong technological trend. So companies can pay more for technological solutions or for automation because the cost of human resources is getting higher and higher. So my idea how we can keep the prices or even increase the prices is just to add this technological part in your product. It's very important, and a lot of geeks who can buy new products with good technology. And I think it's a good idea to review the technological aspect, not only the strategy, but also the product itself.
Cool, thank you. So maybe
very cool.
Yeah, maybe some other people have something to add. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, I can add about if we're talking about B2B segment. First of all, I can say that it's all about relations. Yeah, and how Leo said before, you can have breakfast 5 or 10 times, and this is true. Yeah, if we're talking about local partners, and it's really important who will introduce you to this kind of huge giants in this market in e-commerce too. Yeah. For us, that's why we choose our B2B marketing strategy in PR and different relations advertisings. Yeah, when too many people need to understand that we launch in this market. Yeah, who we are, what we are building here, and that's why, for example, Leonardo said that he saw us in Halich Times. Yeah, and for example, we were in Seamless when we met with Ola. Yeah, and too many guys come there and said, "Oh, I saw the post about your We Marketplace in Halich Times, yeah, or Al Bayan, and so on." And this is really important. And we just started to developing our LinkedIn, yeah, because it's really good social media here in B2B, yeah, and you can come from it to each company, yeah. So if you're talking about what is better is to have different partnerships. For example, with Leo, with Yal Hub, we are partners, and with We Marketplace, and too many Russian and CIS businesses. If they come to us, yeah, we say, okay, we have partner. You can go to guys to Yal Hub, yeah, and this is about synergy and collaborations. For example, we launched Yango, I think a month ago, and I think in end of July we will start PR strategy. Yeah, and it's all about cross sharing, cross value, cross marketing, and it's about partnership. Yeah, and if you are going to this market in B2B segment, this is very, very important to build strong partners relations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
is this really good insight? I want to also tell like some words with Alexei, because I see Alexei. Yes, you are from the train, but because you're the partner, one of them who I'm really happy to work with. And I know that you have like a lot of experience, and you like in all conferences around, like in Russia. So maybe you can share some thoughts about Emirates as well.
Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Once more for invitation. My background is first I have a few success stories with which I support them to go to the global markets. Yes, for example, one of the cases is a small furniture company from Smolensk. I support them to go to the 30 countries, including Emirates, for just 12 months. So I use e-commerce, of course, support. So, and second direction, I very popular speaker in different events. For example, St. Petersburg Forum last month, etc., etc. By the way, Anton, if you allowed me, I will be glad to invite my colleagues who are in Moscow to franchise event tomorrow in the Central House of Entrepreneurs in Pokrovka 47. Yes, it will be a lot of interesting guests. For example, will be my friend from Smolensk, who is the founder of Laser War. So imagine they take 30% of the global markets of, if we discuss about LaserTag solutions, yes. So entertainment, LaserTag entertainment.
Gonna share this information.
84 countries. 84 countries. Okay, so regarding Emirates, okay, so yes, I have clients in Emirates, and the first clients was the guy our collaboration was just maybe 1 year. Yes, because of the problem with the delivery, supplying, etc., etc. So my opinion is that yes, comparing with my European clients, they thinks maybe too long comparing with my typical European clients. But when they make solutions, we go very nice, and we use this. We participated. We participated in the some business mission. We found a second distributor in Emirates, and right now we see that our collaboration is strange, and our furniture, which we produce, as I told before, as I said before, in Smolensk. Yes, so we expand in Emirates. Just a small comment: my furniture is not usual. It's not for human. Is for animals, for small animals. Yes, so this is the secret of our success. Very simple. First of all, everything which is collaborate with the small animals is really how to say it, has a good reaction. Yes, so people like to look at pictures of cats, dogs, whenever which use our tables, cages, etc., etc. And of course, I use it in the right way for PR. And second, as our furniture is for small animals, it doesn't need FDA, CA, whenever. Yes, so you don't need to spend a lot of money and time for receivement of these documents, etc., because this is our small animals. Yeah. So shortly speaking, I do believe in Emirates, but I have right now one more thing, especially after today Efir. Yes, so I will speak more. I will think more regarding Saudi Arabia, because one of today guys said that Saudi Arabia is also a very interesting market. And second, I have a friend right now in Saudi Arabia. Yes, so he spent something like 30 years for languages, for living in this country, and he support me with the organization of business mission in Saudi Arabia. Yes, so he's really a serious guy. Timothy, by the way, used his Voloshin, Mr. Voloshin. This is the ex. Very top guy in the government.
Please stop the guys. Stop the train, please. You see, I'm lose the general information, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Shortly speaking, regarding Emirates, I have a wrong experience and I have a positive experience. Yes, and I see that first I need time, or we need time to make a strong collaboration. Yes, with the Dubai clients, and second, leave meetings. So I mean,
yeah. I can break you, and I probably someone, if you want to connect Alexei, it'd be awesome. I will share with you his contacts, and this way it's going to be more smooth, and then the conversation is going to be better, probably, because now it's like you're in somewhere in the train, and it's going to be like hard to connect and hard to communicate and understand you.
Alexei, I love the idea of I love the ideas with the furnitures. I just want to say that's genius, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is our secret sauce. So we comparing from other furniture producers of Russia.
Alexei, I think that you may collaborate with Leo Dovbenko, because he helping that type companies as you are to go to the market without a lot of compliances on the governmental side. And they work as a SaaS solution. So you may start to deliver and try market as sales, like a very, very quick using his service. And I was like ordering today. I already told that I ordered blini through the Yellow Mart, because I'm struggling without some Russian food here. And that was a kind of gift for me. It was a protein bar made in Togliatti. Because I'm from the geography side, like my background. and I always see where was what produced. And I was so surprised understanding like, oh, wow, I'm eating like something that produced in Russia, but delivered here in UAE, and that was delivered for me less than in an hour. So I got that food that I was coming with there here. But also he has like not only food to deliver, he helping companies just to come here and distribute. And maybe that will be for you just like a easy ticket to get here on the market without like a lot of efforts, just to try at least is here any demand. So that was just like trying to make a positive connections after our conversation. And sorry for interrupting. Hope that
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
If
Thank you.
don't mind, I may add some my own difficulties on doing business here. Is that I expected, as like was said before, that there is some money on the market, telling like without price sensitivity. And when we was trying to sell to US customers or European customers, there was completely different prices, and like people saying, okay, $3,000 per month, okay, we're ready to pay that, where to send that money. But when you're trying to offer service here, even B2B service, companies asking like dollar, not dirhams. Even dirhams is too much, because dirham is like 3 times less than dollar, approximately. And those things that you sell to European companies as a service, that costs for you like a lot of efforts as well, because here's a huge competition of people who are not experienced well. They dumping prices because they saying that they may create your website very, very cheap. They may do SEO for you for $50 per month. They may do this, and people expect that prices. And when you come with a good service saying, I'm SaaS solution, you don't have to make, for example, 2 months of work. We will do that automatically for you because we already developed that for you. And they like, if you do that automatically, then why should I pay you so much money? And the second question was from them, like, why so much? Even like if I will hire people who's very cheap, $5 per hour or less, they will do the same thing. Okay, I'm ready to wait, but I don't want to pay more. And when we tried to fit those services that we provided and had analogs in UAE provided by I don't know, third-party countries, that was like no chance to compete. Like even if you do service better, people agree to bad quality just because they are able to save price. And if you're like increasing the price, they think that you are fooling them. But there was another side, is when you're trying to offer something that is like a crazy expensive to make it cheaper. People also don't believe to you that you may provide that cheaper because of automation. So for us as like a young people in B2B here, it's a bit tough to figure out on which price we need to offer service here. Because in average in the world, the service that we provide costs about $3,500 per month. It's like a SEO service for international clients. And when we're trying like to adopt it here, it's very, very difficult. And yeah, as I said, it's just to teach the market here, saying like, you know, you will get more leads, you will get more customers. This is how it will work. This is how you will expand. But it's still tough because it's require them education that it's not just a simple job that we do. So yeah, there is a huge gap between like quality that provided right now and the low price that they asking, and the service that we that common in Russia. For example, even like having a website price $10,000 is okay in Russia because you understand what you pay, because you will reuse that many times again, and that website will earn to you. Here, people like, why should I pay? Like somebody will make that for me for $100, and like I'll be happy. But what's happening and what I found, some companies, they showing some companies, they're showing to you examples like they didn't make by their own. They're showing to you just like a fake works that done somebody, and they like even LinkedIn, they putting that they work in UAE, but actually they sit in some other country and saying that they provide service here, and they like really, really easy to disappear, and you may pay them like a good money. without knowing what you will get in the end. So it's like a vice versa, as well as you cannot be paid for the job that already done, as well as you may pay upfront and lose money because you don't know whom you are paying. So maybe that, like, as each market, like what happening, but here what I found, like, people expect human work, like a service work, very, very cheap.
Thank you, Olga. I want to add the end, because probably it's already end of our meeting, because it's already almost like not 2 hours, but 1 hour and 40 minutes. So guys, what else we can discuss? What else we can talk about that might be interesting for all of you? And maybe we can expand this topic next meetup, and like maybe we have like some request to discuss something else in the future. If you have something in mind, like, please share with us.
Good. Guys, can I ask you, where,
Yeah.
for example, Arif, what are you now? Just where you live now? For example, where you work now? You know, Leonard, I know you Brazil, but where exactly from Brazil?
São Paulo. I'm in Pará traveling, but I'm from São Paulo.
Well, okay, because Olga is in Dubai.
Great place for business.
Olga in Dubai, Anthony in the Brazil as well.
Yeah,
and,
I'm in
so the others from Dubai, yeah, all of them.
No, I'm from Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan, sorry. Okay.
No, there was some 3 or 4 companies, but they left already from Brazil. They almost everyone from São Paulo as well, because São Paulo most of the, like, startups there.
Yeah.
George from Moscow, but
Yeah.
he's
Am I the only one in Moscow?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and you're Portuguese.
Yeah.
No, Alexei is also
So,
in Moscow.
so look, Russian not in the Moscow, but George Silva in the Moscow. It's like vice versa.
We switched places.
Yes, very. Yeah, because sorry for this, man. We have to be in the Moscow actually, but we out.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I'm the only one in my country.
Probably.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That was Abdullah. He was local here from UAE, I assume. So that was Mohammed, but I don't know where from is Mohammed. So I invited some locals from local business chats. So they joined our conversation. They asked some questions. So at least some, teaspoon of locality here was present.
Look, this guy from Train. It was like crazy, you know.
I love Alexei. I want to be friends with you, bro. You're just fun. You're just
yeah. I mean, like, you speak, and I just like I lose the line. I mean, all the time. Sorry, man.
Olga,
it was like
Olga,
he recently present for Minister of what? Like, I don't remember, but he's like really good speaker, to be honest. It's just like not really good time.
Alexei, I love the idea. I'm going to create something in Brazil with that. And you can help me, by the way.
Guys,
yes.
Listen. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Alexei. Sorry.
Just few words. So yes, Anthony, thank you. You're right. I had a speech a few weeks ago for Vice Premier of Russia. Yes, regarding Russian exporters and regarding my Brazil friends. Yes, so I will be glad to strange collaboration with Brazil as well. So I share my Telegram. Feel free to contact me anytime. Thank you.
Nice.
Guys, listen, can I ask you one big question? Look, I'm for example, I'm a marketer. Yeah, I'm on a digital marketing agency. I'm SEO informed. But is anybody know, like, for example, you have if you have a application on real estate in Dubai, so what's your first step? How do you think is like PR or whatever, or Facebook, or maybe some ways how to develop as fast as I can, you know.
To develop application here in Dubai, like find somebody who will do that for you.
No, I already developed it, so I'm releasing it next week. So my thing is it's to find the clients abroad or try to find the clients inside. So, for example, and if you have the massive, if you want to do the massive marketing, yeah, so you need to like spend for one install like $5 or $10, whatever. But this guy should be like how do you call this? The words when they on my target, you know. So and you have to spend a lot of money, you know, for this. So maybe anybody knows how to develop.
You should do both. You should do all platforms and all channels at first, because you don't know which will be best for you. Right now, it's like nobody can tell you, like, this is what I do. I help foreign companies to go abroad, and not only Russian companies, but Brazilian companies or New Zealand companies. And first, it's if someone tells you, like, for you, is Instagram is good. It's bullshit, because nobody knows. It's like you need to first test and like compare. Otherwise, it's like it's imaginary. It's just someone have like image in their mind. It's like maybe Instagram, but how you know it if you don't? Yeah.
And maybe they even have a case, but the case is only a direct to his product, right? It has to be tested each product individually for ideal customers. So yeah, I'm totally on board with Anthony this one.
Okay.
But if you need help in sales, I'll sell everything.
Yeah, if you see in the next few months like OW Realty, so that's me. OW Realty. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Put in Brazil. We need good apps in Brazil for realty.
No, we're gonna talk about real estate in Brazil later. It's gonna be in August. It's gonna be another meetup because it's like huge market here, and this why Realist and other companies they already come here. So we'll see. Cool. So because it's still 14 of us here, so let's discuss. Can we have another meetup like this in a couple of weeks? Maybe you have something in mind what we can discuss. Like any ideas?
I think that should be shorter, you know, because yeah, definitely like a fit in 1 hour. Because even with those amount of people that was initially with a proper like asking like the right questions, we were able to manage, and at least we had that feeling in the end, like not everything was discussed. So for now, I'm like I'm like a satisfied all my speaking and listening. Requirements, so like that.
I agree. You know, it was a couple of speakers left us early, so this was not like good for us. And the second, some people, some speakers come early, and some, to be honest, speakers not really show up at all. I asked them already why. So this why it's like a lot of first issues, but I think later is going to be easier and better.
If
come to Dubai, Habibi. Come to Dubai, Habibi. Okay, guys, I have to go. Thank you so much, Leonardo. Bye, Alexei.
Bye,
Olga. Bye.
Leonid, I don't know if you're hearing, Leonid. Do you know the meaning of your name, right?
Yeah.
Yes, strong as a lion. That's right. Guys, I wanted to comment something. You know, they also put the price down in UA. I'm Jewish, and Minkowski also. George has some Jewish background because of bargain. They have the bargain culture. That is not only that the price of offered and demand. It's because they bargain naturally. So you gotta kick it up 3 times the price and go down, and they love to haggle, just haggle all the time.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. Thanks so much for that advice.
It's Jew for us. Like, if we don't haggle for Jewish side, there is no fun. You just like, let's haggle.
Yeah, that's true. Middle Eastern, you have that culture.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Have a good evening, day, rest of the day. Thank you, everyone who joined us today. See you around. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Have a nice day. Take care.